Hi everyone, Letty here. Welcome to hashtag N2S May 24. I have the May subscriptions for Not Too Shabby one more time. It's the Paper Pad Club, the ephemera, the stamp and die set of the month, and I'm making some easy spring cards. Welcome back everyone. So I'm on the design team for the Not Too Shabby shop for this term. Here's their logo. I will list a website affiliate link down in the description box below. Today I have the honor of working with the Paper Pad Club. I also have the add-on ephemera pack and the stamp and die set of the month. I'm going to do a real quick unboxing. We'll start with the Paper Pad Club. So you get two paper pads. The first one's called Be My Honey Bee. It is 12 design 6x6 paper. There are 24 double-sided sheets. So you get multiple of each design. Here's what it looks like. Really calming colors, lots of really pretty like pinks or mauves and greens. And again, all those golden honey colors. So Be My Honey Bee. And then you also have Lavender Dreams. This is another 6x6. You have 12 designs, 6x6 sheets, 24 pages total. Really, again, tranquil, calming, lots of lavenders and purples and blues. Really, really calming colors. You do have those sheets of the cut aparts. I believe you get 4 of each of them. So just really, really cute pad as well. So Lavender Dreams. And again, you get 24 double-sided sheets on that one as well. So that's the Paper Pad Club. You have the option to do the add-on ephemera pack, and this is going to coordinate with one of the paper pads in the collection. This one's called Be My Honey Bee. So of course it coordinates with that first paper pad that I showed you. Here's a still shot of all of the items that come in this add-on ephemera pack. You can click on the drop down to add this ephemera pack when you're ordering your Paper Pad Club. Then you have the stamp and die set of the month. This one's called Queen Bee, and so you have lots of really cute images here and some really fun sentiments. And Jamie does have the coordinating die set. You see you have that little hexagon that will fill in to color the little hexagon piece there, bees and flowers and things. On the die set, you have the coordinating word dies as well as all of the images. So that's one of the neat things about the coordinating stamp and die set. So again, Queen Bee, this is the stamp and die set. So these are the May subscriptions from Not Too Shabby, Paper Pad Club, the add-on ephemera, and the stamp and die set. I will link my website affiliate link down below. Let's dive into the project. Okay, so before we dive in, let me show you the previous projects that I made. These were just some really fun, easy layered cards. I put some extra dimension on some of these. So I will list the video for this one at the end. And then I also did a spin on the sheet load for this month because I made it out of 6x6 paper instead of 12x12. So I'll link this video at the end of this one as well. So you can get to both of those videos at the very end. For today's project, I'm going to do some easy spring cards. And so I've just sort of changed it up. I have a little banner here. I have a circle with an additional scalloped die cut right behind it. I have some ephemera pieces, enamel dots, one of the sentiments from the stamp and die set, popped it up with some foam dimensional tape, added a scrap to the inside of my card. So just really basic. I did use both of the paper pads from the Paper Pad Club because there's 2 different types. So I used both. I have everything here to make one card together with you on camera. I have a 6x6 double-sided sheet of the paper from one of the paper pads, an A2 size card base. It's just a blank white one. And then I also have my scalloped circle, which is about 3 inches with some foam dimensional tape on the back, and then also a die cut circle that's about 2 3/4. So just, it leaves a little bit of the scallop sort of peeking out from the combination there. And then I have some ephemera pieces that I've already popped up with some foam dimensional tape, and also the sentiment that I stamped and then die cut out with the stamp and die set, or the die set, the coordinating dies. You see here, it cuts out all the little words, super cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut the paper for today's card. So I am doing a horizontal card. So my pattern is sort of going to be going more left to right on this one. So what I'm going to do is rotate one time, and then I'm going to go ahead and on the side, I'm going to cut it at 4 inches, just like this. So 4 inches by 6 is what I have. I'm going to cut it down to 5 1/4 on the 6-inch side. So it'll be 5 1/4 by 4, and it'll have that little scrap left over. Now on the other 2-inch strip, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this for my banner. So I'm going to cut it down to 3 1/2 on the 6-inch side. That'll be my only scrap of this entire project. In just a second, I'll add a fishtail banner to this little piece, and that will be my banner that I put on the front of my card in this card design that I did today. So let's go ahead and add that little fishtail right now. What you'll do is at the bottom in the center, cut up about 1/2 inch. So just about 1/2 inch, I show you here. And then go ahead and cut from the corner up to the middle cut that's right there in the center. And you'll cut off 2 little triangles, one on the left-hand side and one on the right-hand side. And this is how you make just a general little fishtail banner. So in case you don't have any banner dies, dies, you can always do that with just cutting with your scissors. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this mat down to the front of my card. So I'm just going to add some adhesive. I'm using ATG for this one. So I've glued it to the front. Now I have these two pieces. I forgot that I have this little scrap. So I'm going to just quickly add that to the inside of my card. And you could always use that scrap on the front of the card if you'd like, but I went ahead and added it to the inside. And so I'm going to add some adhesive to the opposite side of my banner because I want that green pattern to show, to give it a little bit of extra sort of dimension or depth on the front. Now I am going to go ahead and layer these two pieces, the scallop circle and the regular circle, and any types of layering dies would work. You could even just do two circles that are different sizes, but I went ahead and had this scalloped one, so I brought it in just for a little bit of like extra daintiness on the front of my card. I had added the foam dimensional tape from Dollar Tree. I've already peeled it and added an additional adhesive, and I've added to the front of my card. So it just pops it up just a tiny bit. Now on this piece of ephemera on the left-hand side, I wanted to pop that up as well. And then I'm going to glue down the one on the right-hand side. You see there, it hangs off just a tiny bit on that little handle. So I added a piece of foam dimensional tape on that little corner as well. So I've already peeled off the backings, added a little bit of extra wet glue on those, and now I'm ready to add them to the fronts of my card. So here's what that looks like. You see that extra little piece of foam dimensional tape just on the little handle corner. That's just to make it flush with the front. And that's what it's going to look like. Now I'm going to add my little sentiment, and that's one of the things that I love about the Not Too Shabby dies is that they do cut out the words. And so this one definitely does cut out the words as well. I'm sort of deciding where to put this little sentiment. I decide on the bottom. I add a little bit of glue, wet glue to the back of my sentiment, and you could do it kind of coming out the behind of the bee, but I went ahead and just chose the bottom section to add this. So here is my card. I'm going to finish this off with some enamel dots. Now I took out this Fall is Coming collection enamel dots from Not Too Shabby. I'm really liking those green ones for this one just because of the other green that I used. So I'm going to add 3 to the bottom left-hand corner. Here's what that looks like. I do have extra dots, so I'm going to go ahead and just add a couple of extra ones on this card. Usually you want to try to stick to odd numbers, so I used 5 for this card. So let's move into a recap. So for today's project, we used some of the newer releases for the month of May from Not Too Shabby Shop. We have the Paper Pad Club, the add-on ephemera pack, and then the stamp and die set of the month. In addition to that, I also brought in some Fall is Coming enamel dots that were in my stash, also from Not Too Shabby, and we made some easy spring cards. So I did go in after the video and I added some doodle lines using this Pigma Micron 005 pen, just a really dainty line, sort of an outline all the way around the little banner, as well as the A2 mat. And that was just because I wanted to just separate out the patterns just a tiny bit. I had previously added glossy accents to my ephemera pieces. I do have a link for that down below as well. And so here are my finished cards. You saw I had also added those scrap strips on the insides of my cards. I ended up making 3 total, 2 before this video and then 1 on camera with you today. So here I did add a little extra bee from the collection, and then these were some of the images that I fussy cut from that second paper pad. So these were easy spring cards using the new releases from the Not Too Shabby shop. And I do have an affiliate link that I'll link down in the description box below in case you want to make any purchases. I really appreciate when you use my links, and make sure you check out hashtag N2S May 24 to get more inspiration from the design team using all of the new subscription releases for this month. It's the box of the month, the Paper Pad Club, the add-on ephemera, and the stamp and die set of the month, most of which I used in this video here. So I hope you got a little bit of inspiration. As always, happy crafting.